Hi, I want to share a phone number with you. That number is 202 225 3121. It is the number directly to the United States Capitol building, where senators and House of Representatives all do their business when they're in D.C. That number can be and should be extremely important to you because it's your lifeline to the people who represent you. I've called it, maybe 10, 15 times since the inauguration. And not one time was I discouraged because it was done so quickly. I was able to speak on several occasions to actual members of the staffs of various representatives, including Maxine Waters, including Kamala Harris, our newly elected senator, Dianne Feinstein, as well as Barbara Lee, and Karen Bass. So just over and over. Oh, and as a matter of fact, I also called Darrell Issa's number. Darrell Issa is a Republican who I have very little respect for, quite honestly. He speaks his mind, which I question, but that's okay too. The reason why I called him, because I wanted him and other Republicans to know how dissatisfied I and many like me are about what's been going on in these United States, particularly in the last couple of weeks. It has become a living nightmare. You are almost afraid to turn your TV on and find out what is the newest scandal, what is the newest faux pas, what is the newest misconduct in terms of justice. It's really gotten out of hand. Just the other day, I was on the elevator, met a fellow. We were talking about sports for 1 minute, and before you knew it, Donald Trump came up. We talked a little bit more. He went his way, and as he walked away, I heard him say something to the effect, but there's nothing I can do about that anyway. And I immediately turned around, asked him if he could give me a minute more of his time, which, quite honestly, I took about 2 or 3 minutes more of his time, but I think he felt much better about what we talked about. And it's simply this. We have witnessed something like nothing ever before in terms of what democracy and a republic should look like. It has become so authoritarian. It has become so divisive. I thought it was bad when Barack Obama was president, and only he could have managed what he did because of his skill set and his personality. The person living in that White House now, I think, is going to have and has already proven to be having a much worse time, a horrible time. So, with that said, I don't think we can allow this kind of person, along with his appointees and his ideas of rule, to go further. It's insane. A lot of us participated either by watching or actually being a participant in the recent protests across the country. And even I have some friends on the other side of the planet who participated in some in their respective countries. So we know we have the fire, but we can't let the fire die down. And I think now that the cameras have been turned off, at least on that particular situation, a lot of us have kind of gone back to the same old, same old. No, 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 no. We can't do that. We have got to stay on fire. We have got to burn this other one out. We cannot allow it to go any further. We do that by unifying, by being together, by learning what we need to know about politics and civil liberties. We need to know those things as citizens. It's our duty. So, once again, 202 225 3121. Use the number. And I got to say one more thing. When I made those calls, I was a little disappointed that it was so easy. I was hoping they would tell me these phone lines are jammed. Well, guess what? I got through each time I called. So I don't think 5 minutes out of your every day can be that difficult to make at least one phone call to some representative. You don't even have to know who the representative is. Just let the person who answers the phone, the switchboard, let them know what your zip code is, and they'll direct you to your representatives. And you may want to look it up and talk to and call some other people. This is your country. It's not someone else's, it's yours. Don't let one person make decisions for so many when those decisions are not what you adhere to or what you wanted. It's that simple. So please, not just for me or yourselves, but for your children and your children's children, I'm sure a lot of you are bragging about the fact you took your grandkids or you took your kids to one of the protests and yeah, we did this and we did that, but you haven't done anything except that in some instances. So don't let it die down. When they get older, let them know what you did for them. Don't let them have to ask you, Dad, Mom, Auntie, Uncle Johnny, whomever. Don't have them ask you, how'd you let this happen? Because you will be responsible. And you are that now. Thank you. I said thank you.